Listen, what's the deal with this whole serve thing? You know, bringing the foot in, don't bring it in, bring it in. I mean, I don't know how this works. Champions, taking you through the serve. Should you bring your foot in on the serve? Should you not? And by the end of this video, there will be no more guessing. You will know exactly, should I bring it in or not? Because some coaches tell you the benefits of bringing the foot in. Some coaches say don't bring it in. Some pros like Roger Federer don't bring it in. Some of the biggest servers do bring it in. And I'm going to spoil it for you right now and tell you that you can use both. And I know it irritates my players, it irritates a lot of players when I say they both work, they both are correct. You've got to figure out what you want out of the serve. I personally don't bring in my foot, but I have a lot of players, even that I coach, they do bring it in. So I'm going to take you through some of the pros, maybe some of the cons on both. And then, guys, I'll show you some as well, okay? So, let's start with not bringing in the foot, okay? The benefits for me, not bringing in the foot and just serving like this, it's definitely a lot easier to stay on balance, because when you bring in the foot, you know, you can lose balance, okay? So the first pro of not bringing in the foot, more balance. Another thing is, notice my body, it's staying sideways automatically. Federer even goes more, he's very sideways. So that's another pro. One more thing that's very effective, when you don't bring in your foot, it's a little bit easier to get momentum forward. Not as easy to get momentum upwards, but it's very easy, especially when you want to go to the net, it's very easy to serve and go forward, okay? Let me start taking you through bringing in the foot as well, and then as the ideas pop up in my mind, because I've spoken about this so much with my players, so there'll be many tips coming as we go. One of the reasons why players and coaches feel like they want to bring in the foot is because if you do get it right, you're going to get a lot more power out of this leg, okay? If you don't bring in your foot, you have to focus even harder on getting your back leg down. If you do bring in your foot, it almost happens automatically. So that's why they bring it in, and then they can explode hard from this leg, okay? That's a benefit. One con though is, one problem is, if you bring it in, I notice a lot of players, without realizing it, they just end up, they're falling, they lose balance. Why do you lose balance easier like that? Is because you're standing on a smaller part of the court, so it is easy to lose balance if you're not used to it, okay? Another benefit with bringing in the back foot is a lot of momentum upwards. So if you need more jump up, that's really going to help you. That's really going to help you. So guys, listen, it's difficult to choose, but they all have pros and cons. So what I want to tell you though is, if you're standing and you're not bringing in your foot, and you're happy with your serve, don't play around with it. If your serve is working, why now do you want to bring it in? Also, if you bring in your foot and your serve is working, why do you want to change it? The only reason why you want to change it if something is not working. For instance, if you're not getting enough momentum upwards and you're not bringing it in, maybe start bringing it in, see how that works. If you're losing a lot of balance and you're bringing in your foot, maybe do some without bringing it in and see if your balance is better. I know it's irritating because there's no stone cold fact, but I want to tell you that don't play around with it if your serve is already working, okay? Let me show you a couple of serves, just so you can see mine. I'll show you some with not bringing it in, maybe about 4, and then I'll show you that I can serve just as well with bringing it in. It's just not my preference. So this is my preferred serve for me personally. Camera, you want to show them from behind quick? All right, guys, those were a couple of big serves, if I have to say it myself. And now, I'm going to just show you 4 with bringing it in. I'm going to do from the side first, okay? I can serve just as well there. Obviously my timing will be a little bit out because this is not how I serve. just to give you an idea from the back. Maybe comment below, guys, which one you think was better on me, even if you are biased in some way. I want to tell you though, I want to just give you 2 more tips came in my mind. Just come over there, camera, please. If you are a player that's bringing it in, okay, I want to give you 2 tips. A lot of players bring in the foot, but they go like this. Then you might as well not bring it in. Then you might as well just start here, okay? If you're going to do that and use it for momentum, make sure you go all the way back. Give it some space. If you remember Ivanisevic, he was going all the way here. So if you want the momentum, use it properly. Push back and then in. Okay, don't waste your time with this. It's not going to help you. And then one more thing what players tend to do is when they do bring in their foot, they bring it too far across, the hip opens up and they come down. Please make sure when you bring it in, you stay sideways. That's if you want to use that serve. Guys, please like my channel, subscribe. I'm not sure if you realize, but by liking this video, your serve also gets better. So please don't forget that. I'll see you on the next one.